For in your presence there is life everlasting. I will reverence.
Pay attention to what I'm telling you. There are lives that will never rise till some things are in place. Please don't let people deceive you. This is your destiny. Prayer. One mystery that helps you reprogram realities. Number 2, write it down. The second mystery that reprograms your reality is the mystery of sacrifice. Write it down. Sacrifice. Psalm 50 verse 5. Gather unto me my saints, they that have made a covenant by sacrifice. I hear the chains falling. Listen. I use sacrifice to break out of certain cycles in my life. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is what men of God are supposed to teach very well. People, it took sacrifice to put your family in that captivity. Let me tell you sincerely, under the God of heaven, it will take sacrifice to bring you out. There is a kind of sacrifice. The Bible says David, Solomon took 1,000 burnt offerings, slaughtered them and was spilling blood. What was he changing? He did something and God came in the night and said, you called me. You called me, oh. I have to come. You called me. Solomon, what should happen? Sacrifice is an incense that arises in the realm of the spirit. I'm talking of what will cost you. Not all this. Please, I'm not asking you to give me money, but I am showing you how people have come out of strange situations. There was a king in the Bible. The Bible says the nation of Israel came to capture them. It was obvious they were going to kill him. He carried his firstborn son and slew him. The Bible says an indignation rose to heaven. They could no longer fight. You are seeing your victim, you can't kill him. Sacrifice. There are many believers. The money God gave you now is not your prosperity. It's for your bailout. Your prosperity has not yet come. What God gave you is supposed to bring you out of trouble. You kept it and you are buying jeans, frying your hair and buying this, whereas you should be bailing your life out. Let me tell you something. I saw certain things happen in my family financially. I said this thing will not happen in my life. I cannot begin to tell you what sacrifices that open the heavens even over this ministry. You are seeing Koinonia enjoying open heavens, recession or not, you are enjoying it. It's not just like that. There are mysteries being engaged that open the heavens. If you are unwilling to sacrifice, to part with something in order to reprogram a reality in the realm of the spirit, get set to suffer. I'm not necessarily talking of finances. Sacrifice. It can be a sacrifice of praise, not just a sacrifice of money. I told you the other day that the Lord told me to dance like a madman for 2 hours. Try it and think it's easy. I'm not a dancer. Be jumping foolishly for 2 hours. It's not called a celebration of praise, a sacrifice. You are crying but you are still dancing. That's all God will ask you to do, and reprogram something. Are you getting what I'm saying now? There are some of you, God will wake you and just say sing and dance, no sleep. Night vigil. Your night vigil is a night vigil of praise and dance. You are too big to dance, you are too big to pray, so you are too big to come out of that course. The yoke will sit down on your head and keep disgracing you. There are some of us, it's the sacrifice of honor. The sacrifice of honor. Listen, let me tell you why stealing money in the house of God is very bad. If you've never known, let me tell you this. Watch this. You saw that a lady came and dropped some amount here. I'm not saying you should drop money, but let me teach you something. If I carry a seed, for instance, and I give a man of God, I didn't give him money. I carried my trouble and I gave his covenant. Listen, let me tell you how people carry trouble. God, that man has entered a covenant with God that has surmounted certain levels of trouble. When you carry your seed is a tray. The trouble is what is on it. That's the part you don't see. Please hear me. Those who are stealing money in the house of God, not Koinonia, but all these people who work in finance departments that loot money and just put it and run away, they don't know what they are doing. You look at this, you call it 1,000. No, this is an expectation of someone. Is that not what was on the gift of Naaman that he brought? Gehazi didn't see it. Gehazi stole it and he said, Gehazi, you have carried leprosy. The leprosy left Naaman, but he was still there. That you don't see it does not mean it's not there. This is something many people don't know. So when you see somebody cook a nice food for a man of God, say, what are they doing? People are carrying their sorrow and they land it and say, Lord, as this man is eating my food, whatever covenant bailed him out, see, it's called sacrifice. When it was time for Isaac to bless his sons, he said, make me venison. You think he was hungry? He was activating a law. Was his wife not there? You, a male, make me venison. My soul needs to be gladdened. I want to release something on you. You see that? The same way, if I give you 1,000 naira, you will only be foolish to think I just gave you 1,000. I didn't give you 1,000. I gave you a possibility. Many people have collected money from anointed men and their lives did not change. I'm not saying you worship it. There are people who sometimes they come and I just remove 1,000 naira I put and they say, no, I won't collect. And I said, these people don't even know what they are doing. I'm not giving you 1,000. What can 1,000 do? I'm priming a reality for you. I'm transferring something to you that if you carry with understanding will change your life. But all we do is we don't receive the blessing. We think the blessing is the money. Then you go and give somebody in his shop and say, give me yam. You are eating 100 naira yam and you come back 2 weeks and find out that person's shop has changed. He doesn't even know what happened. He just knows he got money that day. He got more than money. This is how people rise in the kingdom. Some can't explain it. They just know they met somebody. They don't know what they met. Other people, their trouble started because they met somebody. Somebody laid hands on you and your destiny disappeared. Laid hands on you, took your wisdom, took your glory, took your grace, took everything and left you with shame. I prayed for, there is a gentleman, I think he will come one of these days, you may even be listening to him. The guy said there were people who were involved, in all these gay things so that they would give him money for school. And I told him, I said, there is no stupid man who sleeps with another man and says it's for nothing. Whether he knows why or not, the Lord does not care. It's a system. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Whether the boy is getting his school fees from it, but he doesn't know what else they are taking. Satan is not stupid. He's a smart businessman. If Satan gives you 100 naira, he took 1 million. I assure you. Do you see that it is when these obstacles give way, then your life will start rising? Your life does not just rise like that. Look at our parents. They went to school. They were women leaders, fellowship leaders. Their lives didn't change. Will you continue like this, or will you insist? Sacrifice. Sacrifice. The moment God places a need, sacrifice in your heart. Brothers and sisters, don't sit down frowning as if God is taking from you. No. You're tithing. That's why I encourage people to tithe. Most people think pastors are playing. Let me show you something. We're going to pray. Hebrews 7, please. We'll read from verse 7 downwards. Let me show you something that happens when you tithe. Oh, I wish it could be projected, but if it cannot, that's all right. Hebrews what? 7. Fine. Watch this. And without all contradiction, the less is blessed of the better. We're reading on verse 8 here. It says, and here men that died did what? Received tithe, but there received them of whom he witnessed that he lives. Watch this. So you are here giving tithe, and the Bible is saying in the realm of the spirit something is happening too. You are doing something physically here, but there another thing is happening too. You are giving tithe, and the Bible is saying you are bringing it to Jesus, your high priest, your Melchizedek, and he's bailing you out of something, but the devil told you to eat it. You carried it and you ate spaghetti with it, and you ate away your next level, and you thought it doesn't matter. Are you seeing how disobedience has landed many of us in hot water? Sacrifice. I will give you the third one and we'll pray seriously. There are people here, I believe in my heart, that throughout this week God is going to give instructions. That this praise and dance instruction is still going to come to people. There are people who are still going to hear it. Psalm 149. Let the high praise of God be in their mouth and a double-edged sword in their hands. You are about to use dance to remove the head of somebody. A lady used dance. If she came physically to fight, but she danced before a king, and the king said, what do you want? And she went to Herodias, say, remove the head of this man. A prophet notwithstanding, his head still went. It's a principle. Brothers and sisters, when you are dancing and moving your body before God, you think you are dancing before him. No. You are doing something to your destiny. This kind of dance is not the one you look at yourself, it's the one you sweat like a fool. That's why you do it in secret, because it's too ugly. The presence of people will make you feel uncomfortable. It's not all these organized things. You are locking yourself. Lord, I am dancing unto my king, the warrior, the captain, the one who is reprogramming things. And you are singing praises and dancing. And while you are dancing, visions of the pain of your family are coming to you, and you are dancing, and God is saying, it's me you are dancing to. Let me arise as a God of vengeance. Brothers and sisters, there is a dimension of God I have seen. It's called vengeance. You see me tell you this thing. God can avenge men. Luke 18 verse 1 downwards. Avenge me my adversary. They have cheated me because I didn't know the laws. Avenge them. He said the man neither feared God nor men, but because of the importunity, the woman forced him. He avenged her. Avenge me the level of prosperity I should have entered, but you kept me down. Avenge me 5 children I should have had, but now I've had only 1, because you were barren for 8 years before one came with pain. God, the avenger of men, provoked through the operation of kingdom principles. The third key that changes situations is prophecy. Write it down. Prophecy is powerful when done properly. Prophecy. They are taken for a prey, and none say yet restore. None say yet. This is one of the benefits of coming to the house of God. Listen, let me tell you, if the devil robs you of the house of God, he has cheated you. Please hear me, those inside and outside. You are not doing God a favor when you come to his house. You are coming to a platform where prophecy can be available to intercept with something in your life. For 3 days, they didn't find a donkey. They said there is a holy man of God. Let's go to him. When they went to him, he said, rise up and I will come and tell you what is in your heart. He said, the donkey you have been looking for. Watch how prophecy changes things. You have been looking for it. I place a prophetic word on it. It has been found. Number 2, on your way back, you are going to see 2 men. 3 men carrying bread. 2 of them will salute you and give you the bread. 3, you will go to a garrison of the Philistines, and the hand of God will come upon you. Let it be that when these 3 signs happen, you will do as occasion serves you, for God is with you. In other words, levels have changed. Something has happened. You see people who tell you they went and something didn't happen. Then they came for one Koinonia service. Then they went back. You never go back after any service the same. I'm opening your eyes to see. Just like today now, you are going to live with something. It's just that you are not paying attention to how your environment starts treating you. Are we together? Sister, it is the will of God for you to triumph this year. My brothers, hear me. It is the will of God for you to triumph this year. And any force that wants to remain and keep you must give way. It must give way. You are not negotiating. It must give way. I told you that I have sensed this in my spirit, that there are people here who are at the edge of the next level. Just a little guidance, prophetic guidance like I'm doing, and it will break out of some levels that even your loved ones will call you and say, come, I know you are serving God, but I don't. What is the meaning of this thing? What are you doing? What is it that you are doing? Then you will know that God did not lie when he said it is your year of triumph. Then you will give him thanks. He said, thanks be to God. You are asking God for a job, whereas he wants to open a gate for you. A gate. A gate. A gate, brothers and sisters, not a job. A gate, not a job. You are asking God for marriage, whereas he wants to open your destiny. Marriage is too small. These 3 things are available here this night. The grace to pray and reprogram yourself, sacrifice, and then a prophetic word. It took 1 man for sin to come to the world. It took 1 man for negativism to be programmed in your life. It will take a prophetic word. But you see, not just every prophecy. Every man speaks according to the measure of grace available. It says whatever we do, we should do according to the measure of grace. So if I do not have the grace to set you free, I can pray it, but it will not happen. It's not that I'm not anointed. The grace is not enough. Whenever I am praying for people, you see me pray, I tell you that I'm not praying to you just for my faith. That okay, I prayed the word level. No. We use another mystery to assure the result. It's called your covenant. My altar is calling you, oh God. My sacrifice is calling you, oh God. My praise is calling you, oh God. Take my praise.